What's up, everybody? Black Reality TV back at y'all with another video. I had to get this off my chest real quick and talk about this, something that is going a little bit unnoticed. And I was checking out a video from shout out to Jada Black. He was talking about this on his channel, and I was gonna mention this last night, but I decided to hold off on it and talk about it today. The NBA draft was last night, and we all know Zion Williamson was the number one overall pick in the NBA draft last night. And when I was listening to his video, it was a word that he used to describe the interview, and that's the one thing that popped in my mind when he was talking about it on his channel. That the interview that Zion Williamson had with his mother was very cringeworthy. Zion Williamson and his mother, and also ESPN, and because ESPN wants to keep pushing this fucking agenda that black men are no good and they're deadbeats, they don't care about their child, this and that. But Zion Williamson's stepfather was totally disrespected. He did an interview with ESPN after he got drafted, and he was praising his mom, and his mom deserves a lot of credit, no doubt. But it was very disappointing the way Zion just brushed off his stepfather. And like I said, ESPN, they want to push this fucking agenda that, you know what I'm saying, we don't, black fathers are not, they're worthless, you know, such and such forth. But to not even bring up how he made a big influence on your life, and to bring Zion Williamson's stepfather has another child, so you know that's Zion Williamson's little brother that was on stage, and for you to bring him up and not even bring up his not even bring up your stepfather, and not even mention how much impact he's had on your life, you know what I'm saying? You kind of can you can understand why a lot of men do not want to get in a situation where they're in a relationship with a woman that already has kids, because a lot of times the child, no matter how much that stepfather is involved in your life, and not just from a physical activities, but like just life in general, the less and less men are going to even want to stick their neck out there and try to put themselves in a situation like that. Because it seemed like to me, when I listened to that interview, like Zion Williams' mother wanted all the credit. I mean, that's just me, but that's what I got to feel last night when I was listening to that interview. And I really felt bad for him, because like he was saying in his video, and I already knew this, that Zion Williamson's stepfather was a heavy influence on his life, and was there for him like pretty much from the beginning. And he also helped Zion Williamson develop the player that he is now. Not just his mother. I know his mother is a pretty good athlete, and was striving and pushing him. And like she said in her interview, that was his dream since he was 5 years old, and she was working with him since day one. But Zion Williamson's stepfather had a heavy influence on his life. He was Zion Williamson's AAU coach for a very long time. And him and John Morant, who was the second pick in the draft, they was on the same basketball team, grew up in the same area in South Carolina. So, like I said, I mean, it was very cringeworthy. It was very disappointing, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, ESPN, they do that shit. You know, they want to push the black fathers out, and look what they're doing to LeVar Ball. They're trying to silence him. They do not like alpha black men that love to be around their kids, and they're always in their kids' lives. They hate that shit. because they want to feed you a BS narrative that is totally false and is not the norm. Do you have a lot of fathers that are deadbeats? Absolutely. In our community, yes, there's some. There's also a lot in others communities, but they want to push it to seem like the black man is the boogeyman. But y'all let me know what y'all guys think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Black Reality TV. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.